Welcome to Insider News Proper. A non-governmental organization, Igbo Ambassadors UK, in collaboration with Hungry and Angry, have given a lifeline to a destitute Mrs. Ileogu, a mother of 8. The rehabilitation process took place at the Secretariat of the Hungry and Angry at Agwewe Street, Oka South Council area. Queen Ileogu was there for Insider News and now reports.
All hope is lost is when the word of Almighty comes to bear. Such was the case of a beggar, Mrs. Ileogu, mother of 8, who through such circumstances was given a chance to life. The beggar, Mrs. Ileogu, aged 38 and from Ihiala, has been living in the streets for 4 years since her husband died and his relations accused her of killing him, chased her and her 4 children away from their home. Mrs. Ileogu, being fatherless with a visually impaired mother, rejected by her husband's family and also her father's family, had no choice than to end up in the streets. It was while she was living in the streets with her remaining children that the coordinator of the non-governmental organization Hungry and Angry, Dr. Chido Ajuera, saw her, made a video of her and her children, uploaded it on the social media, and it caught the attention of Igbo Ambassadors UK, who stepped in and gave them a chance to life.
There is something very ugly around Abakaliki Street I want to show you now. This lady, look at her. She lives next to this place. This is a big drainage. If it floods, her and her children will be carried away. But guess what? She has made this place her home. She has twins. They have just emerged. They are probably, in my view, months old.
The Igbo Ambassadors UK rented 1-bedroom flat for the woman and her children, got her 2 children, 8 and 4, enrolled in school for the first time in their lives, provided clothing, food, medical package, and a paid caregiver to be assisting the family in domestic chores because of the mental state of Mrs. Ileogu presently. Here Mrs. Ileogu as she recounted the story of her life since her husband's death.
4 years.
Okay, so money kiji?
Ihe njibu ụmụ 9.
Ụmụ 9. So ke ọnọdụ ịnọ kpata ndị Hungry and Angry NGO you ebe kpatala ya ọsọ enyemaka.
Ihe njiwe nọ through the house there. Musi ebe apụọ. So I made the case for a police station. So I was after the court, the court adjourned ke onye ge lawyer nwere. So I don't have any lawyer, but tell him she is be on. So the government abia say na nwanyi ọma dị innocent. Yes, ebe apụta. So he refused okporo m jam e bara age ọnụcha. So nda me bara ge buru egbe sinde police ọbụla ha kpochiga ma ma ga about that cell.
Ebe no mgbe ndị
ebe ha nọ bụ Abakaliki Street, la Bibolas Kamson along the road.
For how long keep you gonna?
So I'm not going to the street. I let me any other she may go around my rob or where the money. So sometimes never have my well, not here. Then we in the police station, the police HD. So I know me by a busy hotel for us. I go 2 days. I'm just na ya go go la. I'm enough money.
Okay, imago inega ina anya kete FIFA go to kuku na kuku go no.
Okoro mo.
I register kuku maka na school. Go to chama. Na ihe ndị ọzọ niile. So ke ihe na-agwa the NGO n'ifeọma ha mere.
Ihe na-agwa ha bụ onye na-akwụ ụgwọ bụ God, and God will bless them. And thank you so much.
So ke ihe ọzọ ke ihe chọọ ime mago ebe na mmadụ ịnọ nkịta dịrị mma. So ke business ime ike ime nwu ka iwe nwee ike nye fụ na ụmụaka ị na-eri mistake.
Well, Agram School of Ketra, but amara m nke ma ngaba kita ọ dị normally. But I met how one man got there if we see and then normal.
She, alongside her 2 children, Tochuku and Masi Chuku.
Tochuku.
Tochuku again.
Ileogu.
So ka ị na-agwa ndị hungry and angry ndị mmelụ gị na mama anyị na ụmụnne Ifeọma tinye unu na skuul nye unu ebe unu na-ebi na-ada obibi na street bunyekwa unu nri so ka ihe na-agwa
Ngozi hala Jesu.
so ka ihe na-agwa ndị mmelụ unu nwata nye unu nri tinye unu na skuul
Nwego ndị ọcha.
The President, Igbo Ambassadors UK, Dr. Ugochukwu Mora, outlined the activities.
On the welfare to our people in diaspora and in Nigeria, especially people in Igbo land, by doing charitable work, helping the less privileged, like taking children from street to school, which is the aims and objective of Igbo Ambassadors Club.
For the Chairman, Welfare Committee, Igbo Ambassadors UK, Ambassador Chukwudi Anasongu reiterated that the aims and objectives of the group is keenness in the welfare of Igbos in the diaspora and Nigeria by doing charitable works.
Igbo Ambassadors UK is a socio-cultural Igbo organization that promotes Igbo culture, supports the welfare of its members, and promotes Igbo businesses in the UK. As part of our contribution to the economic development of the Southeast Nigeria, we are launching a $50 million charity project that aims to take all children out of the streets and into the school. To exemplify that, today we've taken action to take out Mrs. Ifechukwu and her kids out of the streets, resettle them, and put these kids in school. This is an example of what will become a massive project in the southeast of Nigeria.
Speaking with the ABS, the coordinator of Hungry and Angry, Dr. Ajora, recalled how he met the beggar and her children and the process to rehabilitate them.
So Igbo ambassadors saw the video and they, decided to intervene. Today I can tell you that Mrs. Ifechukwu and her family now have a lifeline. They have sustainable health care. They have home paid for, electric bill paid for. They have health care, mental health care, ongoing, sustainable, and they have food as well, and business empowerment.
Also speaking, the community welfare officer of the NGO, Mr. Samuel Ayadinono, explained that the pressure group, which began 4 years ago, is a community rights activist and watchdog involved in several community projects to make life better for everyone.
We are civil rights activists and a community watchdog. Okay, we're also into environment. Community, propelling the economy, the community rather, to be a better and safer place. So we're involved in community projects like the sanitation. We do fortnightly sanitation programs in the villages here in Oka. Oka has about 33 villages. So before now, we've been doing community cleaning. Every fortnight, we pick 1 or 2 villages in Oka. We clean it up.
For a friend of the group, Barrister George Abambo, the humanitarian service is a welcome development.
I commend them and I urge other people out there to come out and do whatever they can. That's the way to do it. Let us always be our brother's keepers.
Others who spoke at the event were full of appreciation to the benefactors, and they include Mr. Christian Nwabweze, Ms. Nkechi Chinenye, Lady Tochukwu D. Melo, Mrs. Christiana One, Publicity Secretary of Nigerian People's Party, Anambra State. All applauded the gesture, describing it as laudable and what they are advocating for, to stand up for women and children.
I'm very, very happy for Hungry and Angry and for Igbo Ambassadors UK for helping this woman. I believe some other people will join and help such things. It's a nice cause for somebody to do, to recognize the downtrodden in the society.
A lot of things, because when you go out there, you see a lot of mothers' sufferings. The sufferings are basically on we mothers. Like you can see Mrs. Ifechukwu carrying 2 babies with the 2 breastfeeding them at the same time. So what motivated me was a lot of things. They basically on help mothers out there to have a home, then for the children to have school and have hospital, a lot of things.
And I'm so excited to be amongst them today to celebrate a day like this. Well, it's really laudable, you know. It's a welcome development. This is the kind of thing we are advocating for.
The adage that it is not over until it is over is actually a reality. Otherwise, Mrs. Ileogu and her children would have been written off by now. From Oka, Queen Anibogu for ABS Insider News.